أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
Hi everyone. The Western world's interest in Islam seems increasingly unstoppable. As seen in Argentina, people are willing to queue just to get accurate information about the religion. This scene recently occurred at the King Fahd Mosque in Argentina. The crowd, curious about Islam, was so large that the number of visitors had to be carefully managed. Upon investigation, it turned out that the mosque administrators were hosting several events about Islam, including the screening of a documentary about the religion, which attracted a significant number of visitors. As a result, some groups had to queue to enter the mosque. Many of them were curious and wanted to witness Islamic prayer practices firsthand. The event continued with a brief lecture on Islamic teachings, followed by a question-and-answer session. The opportunity was quickly seized by the Argentine public. The mosque administrators began by explaining the 5 pillars of Islam and the articles of faith. They also explained that Jesus holds a special position in Islam, and his mother is believed to be a holy woman. During the event, one Argentine woman asked the mosque administrators if Islam also had a leader, like in the church. "No, we only have Allah and the Prophet Muhammad. All Muslims are equal," said a sheikh present at the event. He then explained that a sheikh is a teacher and guide in Islam, much like an educator. A sheikh in Islam is like any other normal person. They can marry and have a family. Unlike in Catholicism, where priests or nuns cannot marry, he added, "We have families. All the prophets were married and had families. The prophets and messengers are the best people in the world, and we follow their guidance. There are no saints in Islam," he continued. Another question raised by the Argentine attendees was why people have to take off their shoes when entering a mosque. "Because this carpet is a place for worship and must be clean. We prostrate here," the sheikh explained. He also emphasized that worship in Islam is simple and easy. Prayers can be performed anywhere, not only in mosques but also at home, on the street, or in other places. As is well known, many non-Muslim majority countries have a growing curiosity about Islam. It's no surprise, then, that mosques in these countries are often open to the public and frequently visited by non-Muslims. Many of them want to see Islamic worship firsthand, and quite a few end up being drawn to embrace Islam. Generally, they are interested in converting to Islam because they feel peace and tranquility within themselves after seeing and hearing the true teachings of Islam. On the other hand, many non-Muslims admit that they were initially afraid to learn about Islam due to the negative stigma spread by the Western world. The most common propaganda portrays Islam as synonymous with terrorism. However, their curiosity eventually leads them to visit a mosque, where they receive accurate information about Islamic teachings. And now, every day, more and more people come not only to learn but also to seek spiritual answers. The mosque's administrator, Sheikh Ahmed al-Munir, expressed his surprise and joy at seeing such great enthusiasm. "We never expected such an extraordinary response. Many of them come with open hearts, eager to learn more about Islam, and in the end, Allah opens their hearts to accept the truth," he said. As time goes on, this phenomenon becomes even more special as participants, who initially came just to learn, one by one decide to embrace Islam by declaring the Shahada. This often happens after they attend classes on Tawhid, the concept of monotheism, which is the core of Islamic teachings. Many of them state that the teachings about the oneness of God and the simplicity of Islam provide the peace they had long been seeking. One new convert, a young woman named Sophia, said, "I feel like I found something that had been missing from my life for a long time. When I learned about Islam, I found inner peace and answers to many spiritual questions I had been pondering." Sophia's story is not unique. Many class participants expressed being impressed with the simple, logical, and peaceful explanations of Islam. They stated that Islam teaches simplicity, justice, and brotherhood, which they deeply admire. Even some local public figures and celebrities are reportedly interested in learning more about Islam. Sheikh Ahmed added that the mosque has now expanded the teaching class schedule and also prepared additional facilities to handle the growing demand from people wanting to embrace Islam. "We are very grateful to Allah, as this is a sign of His greatness. We simply convey the message of Islam, but the guidance comes from Him," he said. This phenomenon has also drawn the attention of international media. Many view it as one of the most historic moments for the development of Islam in Argentina, a country long known as predominantly Catholic. The At-Tawhid Mosque, which was once a place of worship for the minority Muslim community, has now become a spiritual center attracting thousands of people to learn about and embrace Islam. This mass conversion to Islam is seen as a form of deep spiritual seeking among the Argentine people. Amid the challenges and issues of modern life, many feel that Islam offers the answers they are searching for, whether in terms of faith, inner peace, or their relationship with God. This event serves as clear proof that Islam can grow and thrive anywhere and can be embraced by anyone with an open heart in search of truth. The At-Tawhid Mosque in Buenos Aires has now become a global center of attention after thousands of people in Argentina decided to embrace Islam in a rare and remarkable phenomenon. The mosque, which used to be busy only at specific times, is now filled with worshippers every day, whether for prayers, attending lectures, or participating in Islamic teaching classes held regularly. This phenomenon began when thousands of Argentinians, the majority of whom were non-Muslims, became interested in learning more about Islam. After attending various classes on the basic teachings of Islam, one by one, they declared their conversion to Islam. The mosque, which previously served as a place of worship for a Muslim minority, has now transformed into a bustling hub with a growing congregation each day.